Let's get ready for the Battle Rapport. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Battle Rapport. I am your host, HydroMan, your Slipknot fan of Battle Rap, here helping you catch up on Battle Rap. Okay, so let's get with the niceties real quick. Shout out to Champion, shout out to DME Detroit, shout out to Streets 2-Time the Legend, shout out to PZ World, shout out to Caps, shout out to PSA Hip Hop, all the channels that are not weirdos. So, you know, Champion out here pushing P and all that. Proper preparation prevents poor performance and all that jazz, all pun intended. We at the Battle Rapport, we have the M's, and it goes a little something like this. It's mandatory to memorize material, masterfully manipulate metaphors, massacre mark men maliciously to maintain motivative mightiness. Be mindful to multitask, magnify major maddening main lines magically, and mastermind a manifesto, murder, a manuscript. You get it all, one shot, one kill, what's the deal? Shout out to Tony Yayo. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I will be talking about Conceited and who he should battle. Me personally, I have a list of 10 people, right? Let me see. 1, 2, skip all the way to 10. Yes, yes. I have a list of 10 people for Conceited to battle. Now, don't get me wrong. You probably think that I'm cuckoo, loco en la cabeza, cualquiera que tú quieres pensar, whatever that you want to think. I honestly think that Conceited coming back into battle rap, yes. Is it the first volume? Hold on a sec. I think it was, right? Was it the first volume that TayRoc was chilling in the back, right? My bad. That TayRoc was chilling in the back, right? In the VIP. And he was talking 15 minutes of fame, hip hop is real, whichever one. And I think Conceited was like walking in the room. And while Conceited was walking in the room, he was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna fuck you up. You know what I mean? TayRoc saying to Conceited, like, yeah, one of these days I'm gonna see you on the ring, I'm gonna fuck you up. So Conceited obliged, like, yeah, one day it'll happen. You know what I mean? If I do get back in the ring, yeah, it'll be for you, so on and so forth. That never happened. And for years, it's been speculative that Conceited will be coming back in battle rap. But for a whole year, he ducked RumNitty. Hey, don't look at me like I'm the bad guy. I'm just stating facts that you can look up, pull up videos that RumNitty was, well, not RumNitty, that, Conceited was in interviews. Who was it? Caps, PSA, whoever he was being interviewed by, saying like, yeah, don't bring up RumNitty's name. I won't talk if you bring up RumNitty's name. That to me means you're ducking. You don't want no RumNitty smoke. But after the Fonz versus RumNitty, now you want the smoke? You know what? Cool. Yes. Because you are one of the original punchliners out here in battle rap. Yeah, I'll give you that. You and Arsenal is a classic. Yes, you and Arsenal, Conceited versus Arsenal is a classic. But it's aged. And it's old. And we want something new from you, Conceited. Now, I'm not up here trying to bash Conceited or none of that. No, I think Conceited is one of the best punchliners out here. It's just been a long time since he's been up here battling. I feel he's kind of been a little on the cooler side instead of the hotter side since his loss to Big K. Another heavy punchliner out here in battle rap. Conceited, I'm happy that after, you know, being face to face, you know what I mean, out here seeing Fonz and RumNitty go crazy, that you want to throw your hat into the battle rap ring. Yo, I appreciate and I applaud you. I applaud Conceited for wanting to come back. I applaud Conceited for coming back. But you got some explaining to do. Why do I say that? Because these 10 battles I have lined up for you can make or break your career. Though I would tend to lean more on the make your career or continue furthering your career here in the battle rap community, especially when it comes to solidifying yourself, your legacy in battle rap amongst this modern age. You covered a lot of like the older age coming into the newer age in your career, taking out some of the heads from back in the days, and you know what I mean, handling some of the newer competition and all that. You were handling all that, but then I really think that you got a little too cocky after B Magic. Maybe after, was it B Magic? I'm trying to remember who he battled that he kind of got cocky over. He caught a body and he was like, yeah, I'll catch anybody, and then ran into a big K and it was over. Not saying it was over, but since then it's been very. When was the last time you seen Conceited battle? Was it that Ether event? I hope not. I have to recollect. I'm gonna have to go in the, you know what I mean, in the cards and stuff of the events that Conceited has been in. But this episode is not about prior battles. This episode is about his next 10 battles. Conceited's next 10 battles. Could be his next 10 or his last 10. I would lean towards the first one, because if it goes to the latter, then he really didn't even have a chance coming back into battle rap. But I don't want to think about that, because he is one of the top punchers. He's been able to adapt every time. So, damn, I need to clear my throat. Hold on, let me clear my throat real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Let me drink some water. Get that water. Let me get that water. You know what I mean? Gotta make sure that, you know what I mean, the throat is clear talking about this lineup of Conceited battles that I would love to see Conceited battle. You know what I mean? Okay, so got my water. I'm good. We good. You good? How's your New Year's, ladies and gentlemen? Leave it down in the comments below. You know what I mean? So now, to start this off, let's say Conceited had his first battle be a one-rounder, right? Let's say it's not a one-rounder. Let's say it's a three-rounder. Whether a one-rounder or a three-rounder, I think Conceited's first battle should be NXT. Oh. Why do I think that that Conceited should battle NXT? NXT is like a June to RumNitty, right? One of the best punchers out here. He is called a UR alien for a reason, right? So I think personally, as a test run to see how good Conceited's, you know, let's help get rid of Conceited's ring rust. And this is how you do it. The first 3 battles I have is gonna get rid of the ring rust, small room to big room. All right, check this out. NXT versus Conceited as the first battle in Conceited's career in this modern age in 2023. One rounder or a light work battle? So 90-second rounds. Eesh, 90-second rounds. Eesh. But anyway, that's the first one, right? The second battle. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. You're probably going to hate me for this. Already throwing them into the fire with MackkMyron. Yeah, Pontiac up in this. Anyway, shout out to the whole Michigan. Y'all motherfuckers know how to rap. I've always given a lot of respect to any Detroit battle rappers, and this has been before the whole 8 Mile thing. Still, you can go to past videos that I have referenced Calico as being my #1 when it came to first battle rappers to really like make a mark or like be looked at as, yo, this is a name to look for. So I honestly think that this can be a 1-rounder or it can be a 3-rounder. I'm not mad either way. I'm cool if it's a 1-rounder. You know what I mean? Maybe after the MackkMyron battle, a few battles afterwards, maybe he could rematch him within the year and it'll be a 3-rounder. Do you know what I mean? And maybe a bigger stage. You know what I mean? So maybe that 1-rounder with MackkMyron would be in a smaller setting. Maybe Conceited's first battle with NXT would be in a 1-rounder or a light work battle, still in a small setting. But here we go. Throw him into the fire and flames. Throw Conceited into the fire and flames. Against his third opponent I have on my list is Cassidy. Bars is back, baby. Hell yeah. Okay. This is where it gets a little tricky. I think Conceited's first big stage battle, or maybe, first time in a long time being on Summer Madness or something of the sort, maybe he should be on a big card in his third battle. You know what I mean? Trying to get the ring rust off with his first couple battles, being, some young guys. One a more younger guy, the other one being a little bit, few years into it, but, like almost won in a tournament. So MackkMyron and NXT as, well, Conceited versus NXT, Conceited versus MackkMyron should be his first battles to get the ring rust off. And then his third battle should be a big stage battle, whether Summer Madness or maybe the Battle Academy on a Philly card. You know what I mean? That would be awesome, right? Philly. Not a Philly versus Philly card, but just a card called Philly. You know what I mean? It would be hot. You know what I mean? And have Conceited up there battling Cassidy, who's from Philly and reps Philly. So Bars is back versus what was Conceited's thing again? What was the thing? Oh yeah, oh my god, slow it down. I just dissed you. Please, no slow it. I do not want slow it down. This is not the era for slow it downs. I'm sorry. Some dust on my mic, but yeah, I don't want no slow it downs. I know this is one of his things, but no, I can't have no slow it downs. I mean, to be honest, I feel I've heard all the slow it downs in the world. Even after Conceited already started it and then other people were following suit. I think there's been every single slow it downs ever been done. I actually thought of one a few years ago and no one's really done it, but then I heard someone use the same bar patterns, not doing a slow it down, but in, rhyming format in a battle, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. It just sounds weak. So I know that slow it down, if Conceited can think of something almighty that no one has ever thought about, you know what I mean? Maybe a slow it down would be cool, but I do not expect Conceited to do any slow it downs. I don't want him to. I just want him to just get out of that old pocket and just get into a new pocket. You know what I mean? Especially dealing with, you're battling NXT. you're battling MackkMyron. You gotta be in a whole new different bag for these battles. Just coming in. Pause. Hey, leave me alone, alright? This is battle rap here. But yeah, I think Conceited's third battle should be on a big stage. And it should be like Summer Madness big stage, Gnome big stage, or even like a RBE card big stage, you know what I mean? Something of the sort. A closure card, you never know, you know what I mean? A get back. Oh, you know they gotta have a get back card and oh man, yo, that would be awesome. RBE, rare breed. Adam, ARP, you should think about this. Conceited versus somebody on a big stage. Maybe Cassidy. Conceited versus somebody on a big stage. Maybe the get back. Yeah, you know what I mean? My opinion. But besides that, or Battle Academy, do a Philly card and it'll be Conceited versus Cassidy. That would be awesome. But the opportunities of it being on any card, on any league, you never know. You know what I mean? Plus he's not signed to a URL contract. I kid the URL. No, I don't. Shout out to DME. Exit off. Give it a year. But yeah, TayRoc should be Conceited's fourth battle. Me personally, I think. All right, you can kill me in the comments or show me some love in the comments. Hopefully, it's the latter. Now, here's my opinion and my thoughts. I think that TayRoc versus Conceited should be in a volume setting, since this was talked about in the back VIP of the first volume card. Was it the first volume card? I think so. Or maybe the second or the third. But I know it was like the first year the volume started. So it had to be the first, the second, or the third card. I assume it's the first one. I am very 99.9% I believe it's the first card. I think that TayRoc versus Conceited should happen in a super fight setting or a volume card setting where it's hardly 50 people, or even like the super fight card, you know what I mean, like the Murder Mook versus TayRoc. I would love to where it's like no one's in the room, they get their bars off. That would be awesome, right? It doesn't have to be movie theater, theatrically looking or whatever. It could just look street, and we good with that. You know what I mean? Broken windows, crackheads running around. We good with that. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's who I think should be Conceited's like fourth big, you know, like his second big battle, but his fourth battle, if you feel what I mean. Because the first battle, 1 rounder or 3 rounds of light work with NXT versus Conceited, or the second battle, which would be MackkMyron versus Conceited, in either a 1 rounder or 3 round battle. Still, both of those in a small room setting. Conceited versus Cassidy in a big setting, big stage. And then TayRoc back again. TayRoc Conceited in like a volume series or a super fight series. You know what I mean? I would lean towards the volume. But either way, a small room setting. Now, here we go. Let's shake things up a bit, baby. Let's shake things up a bit. All right? Here we go. Conceited versus HopeTrilly. HopeTrilly's a little bit taller than him, but it's not about height here, all right? I kid you, Conceited. How you 4'5" and still ducking? Conceited, you know, Conceited. He has a heart, man. He has a heart. You know what I mean? Conceited is not a cold-blooded killer. Maybe on stage he is, but He has a nice, warm heart, all right? So he would look at these jokes and say, ha ha, funny. I'm funnier than you. I know he would say that. I know he would say that. So, but anyway, I honestly think that HopeTrilly would definitely show little man over here with his Napoleon complex. You know, he need to watch himself. Nah, I think that HopeTrilly would like little boy him. You know what I mean? Even though they're almost the same height, I honestly think that HopeTrilly would, you know what I mean, give him the 1 and 2s. And we ain't talking about no turntables. I think that this should be Conceited's first female battle and on Queen of the Ring. Yes, bring it back to BB Kings. Bring the ring back to BB Kings and have Conceited versus HopeTrilly on that card. Make it the main event. I am a very high component and supporter of HopeTrilly. I believe that she is the hope of battle rap, female battle rap, and battle rap in general. Was on Bags and Bodies, was on Remy Ma's Chrome 23 League in the tournament, and she had a extra battle that she had on, like an exhibition battle or something like that, that she had on Chrome 23 again, and that was with Christy Yamaguchi. It was a little stumbleitis or whatever, but, you know, I got to hear all their rounds, and I was happy about it. You know what I mean? HopeTrilly versus Conceited. Yo, I want to see that happen, and I want it in BB Kings. Bring the ring back to BB Kings and have HopeTrilly versus Conceited be the main event. My personal opinion, all right? And that would be the first time Conceited will be at Queen of the Ring, right? Damn, you ain't been on Queen of the Ring, bro? Come on. Conceited, I know you want a piece of that action. I know you want a piece of that action. You're going to end up on YouTube with the battle, bro. I'm telling you, you're going to want some of that action. I ain't talking about trying to hit Trilly. No. I'm talking about being on Queen of the Ring for the first time, showing what you could do. You feel me? Plus, it'll be your first time on Queen of the Ring and first time battling a female. And if you did battle a female, it's not on YouTube. Which I haven't heard he did, so... But anyway, that's my personal opinion. I think HopeTrilly should be Conceited's first female battle and his first time on Queen of the Ring. And bring the ring back to BB King. My personal opinion, all right? Now, here's the 6th battle that I think Conceited should battle, right? This is who I think. JazDaRapper. Yes, JazDaRapper. And guess what? I want this battle to happen. Hey, Remy Ma! You already know what's up. Chrome 23, Conceited's first time at Chrome 23 on Remy Ma's League, battling JazDaRapper. I'm telling you, that needs to happen. If you don't set it up, somebody else is going to set it up, and it's going to be sad. But here, you know why? Because I believe if it happens on any other league, it's going to be like a one-rounder. I want 3 rounds of this. JazDaRapper versus Conceited, top writer and bar, like legend in her own right. JazDaRapper and Conceited in his own. Come on now, they're both legends. One's trying to solidify herself amongst this modern era. The other one wants to come back. Maybe to try to do the same thing, solidify his legacy amongst this new modern era. And I hope that is the fire that's back in Conceited's life. Maybe that's the reason. But yeah, I want JazDaRapper versus Conceited, and it be the first time Conceited steps on Remy Ma's League, Chrome 23. All right? And do I want JazDaRapper versus Conceited on Chrome 23 in a big stage or small room setting, like they've been having with the tournament. No, I want a big stage. Big Bag Jazz wants the big battle. And I think the big battle is with Conceited. And it should be on a big stage. So Big Bag Jazz on a big stage against Conceited. They're about the same height anyway. I kid you, Conceited. No, I don't. Hey, I love Craig Ferguson, all right? He's a late night host from years ago. I still think that he's the man, all right? So if you get some influences or some feeling like impressions that you're getting Craig Ferguson from the Craig Ferguson, late with Craig Ferguson, that would be cool. Because I love that show. Okay, so here's where the last 4 battles is gonna really show how much Conceited wants to solidify his legacy amongst this modern era. Conceited versus Av. Yeah. Everybody get your seats up and go over there, holla at Av, let him know I want to see Conceited and Av. And I want to see it where? I want to see it where I want to see it? I want to see it in GTX. Maybe RBE. But I already have another battle for the RBE setting for Conceited. So, but yeah, I want to see Av. And this will be Av's first appearance and Conceited's first appearance on GTX, Grind Time X. So yeah, I want to see Av versus Conceited 3 rounds. It would be full circle for the punchliners. For one, it would be full circle for Conceited. He was one of like the best when he would you tell me, when you go on YouTube and you look at Conceited and grind time, you think funny, crazy ass battles, they're the best no matter what. And he never chokes. I love that. So I personally think that it would be full circle that he would be battling one of the top punchers in the modern era, which would be Av, and that it would be full circle that it would be on GTX, Grind Time X. So that's my opinion. So Disaster, D-Rec, Lush One, make that happen. That would be fracking awesome. Now, here's one for the books, ladies and gentlemen. Here's one for the books. It would be the first time Conceited was on Rare Breed Entertainment, or RBE. Shout out to Shatta, Lawrence, and ARP. The whole staff. Wing, of course. Damn, Wing is funny as hell. I'm gonna be honest. She is a jokester. She is funny as hell. Yeah, shout out Wing. Y'all already know. She has her show on Caffeine, so definitely check that out. But yeah, I say Conceited versus IllWill on RBE, and it be the first time Conceited is on RBE. What setting should it be in? The Get Back? Same card that would be possibly like a Conceited versus Cassidy, which would be, awesome or whatever. I honestly feel like IllWill versus Conceited could be like Calico versus IllWill. Ooh. No big room, no small room. We in a gate parking lot in the back by some cinder block walls, and yeah, yes, make that happen. Hydra Man from the Battle Rapport condones said battle to happen in said settings. I want to see Conceited versus IllWill in the same setting that was Calico versus IllWill on RBE. I want it, and I want it this year. I want it this year. Please, 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 ARP. This year, can you make this happen for me? No? It's too much. Maybe next year? I tried. Hey, fans, you see, I'm trying, right? I'm trying. I'm trying to get ARP to make this happen, people. All right? I'm trying. There's only so much I can do as a battle rap new media out here. But yeah, shout out to ARP, shout out Lawrence, Wing, shout out Lawrence, ARP, Wing. Damn, the whole y'all staff is just building. You know you're doing big things and you're getting to where you want to be when your staff is constantly growing and you're making content and always throwing it on YouTube for your fans because you know you have fans out there that want to see free and are willing to pay if you are giving some free sometimes. You know what I mean? You got to give us the samples before, you know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm a custody, but I'm saying that we are all customers to battle rap because we want to support battle rap. Want to see the venue, want to see the events and all that. Whether it's free or we have to pay. If we want to see the battles bad enough, we'll pay. You know how it is. But yeah, IllWill versus Conceited, RBE, in the same setting that was Calico versus IllWill. I want that, and I want that this year, ARP. Thank you. But yeah, everybody, go to ARP, go to Rare Breed, go to Shatta Lawrence, go to all of them. Let them know Hydra Man from the Battle Rapport sent you, and let them know, hey, IllWill versus Conceited, maybe in the same setting as IllWill and Calico. That would be awesome. Okay, so here goes the last two battles. And probably from how I've been breaking everything down from NXT, MackkMyron, Cassidy, TayRoc, HopeTrilly, JazDaRapper, IllWill. Now we're getting to the career enders or career starters. Okay, here we go. The last two battles should be RumNitty versus Conceited and Fonz versus Conceited. Of course, there's a lot of other battle rappers that y'all want to see him on. You want to see him against a West Coast legend himself that's actually making his strides out here. R&B, which is real name Brandon. I honestly want RumNitty. I want RumNitty versus Conceited to be a volume 12 battle. Small room. You know what I mean? I want to see RumNitty versus Conceited in volume 12 this year because I want the same setting that RumNitty had against Iron Solomon. It's a classic. I know we'll never get another one like that. But how would you feel if we were able to do this? If it was able to be done? You know what I mean? Whatever. I think, me personally, that RumNitty versus Conceited should be on a Summer Madness card. A big, huge card. Or something small room like a volume. Like volume 12. Now, either way, it could go. This is what I'm trying to say. RumNitty versus Conceited, it could be in a small room or a big stage. We all want to see it no matter what. That's my point. But then the final battle would be Conceited versus Fonz. Now, Conceited versus Fonz could be on a gnome. You know what I mean? It could be on a big stage like that. Or it could be a super fight It could be a super fight, you know, like with TayRoc, TayRoc and Murder Mook, or even TayRoc versus Daylight, or should we say Dracula versus Spawn? But yeah, I honestly like those settings for Fonz versus Conceited. I'd like to see those settings, though. Fonz maybe maybe it is Fonz's turn. You know what I mean? Maybe Fonz deserves that gnome look, and it be with Conceited. I thought I saw Fonz on Gnome. I gotta check. I gotta check previous cards. I think I did see Fonz on Gnome, but if he hasn't been on Gnome, he should be on Gnome, and it should be with Conceited towards the end of this year. This is how it goes, people. The beginning of this year, like maybe February, February. All right. Here's the next 10 battles for Conceited, in my opinion, that can make or break his legacy amongst this new modern era, which I would lead towards Make, because I could see him beat I could see him beat everybody here, right? I could see him beat everybody here, and he solidify his legacy and not battle anymore. So his legacy is solidified from the past to present into the future. But I also can see him win some, lose some, and then after these 10, still continue battling. You know what I mean? Still have that fire to continue battling. Like, damn, half the battles I lost, the other half I won. I got to make up for those I lost. So I'm going to keep going out here doing it. You know what I mean? And then we'll see that, you know, Conceited will be out here battling more often, which that's what we want. You know what I mean? So I personally think NXT would be a great first battle for Conceited. I think that MackkMyron would be a great second battle for Conceited. Get that ring rust, have a couple one rounders, you know what I mean, or one light work battle, and then one full 3-round battle. You know what I mean? Both of them in small room settings. Cassidy versus Conceited should be Conceited's first big stage in a long time. It should be his first big stage performance. So you got the ring rust out of you from the, you know, lower, from you know, a couple low tier, mid tier guys or whatever. Some would say that NXT's top tier. I don't know. But I feel MackkMyron is definitely a top tier. He's not mid tier. He broke mid tier a year or so ago. He's just on fire. He's, you know, every fracking bar. Every fracking bundle. But shout out to Geechee Gotti. But yeah, and then I think that Cassidy versus Conceited should be on a big stage, something like Summer Madness, and it'll probably be both of them their first time in Summer Madness. No. Conceited was on one of the first Summer Madnesses, I believe, right? Leave it in the comments below, straight up. I think he did. So this would probably be, you know, just another run in the park, you know, walk in the park for Conceited, or maybe it wouldn't. You never know. But it would be his first time on the big stage with Cassidy. Conceited versus Cassidy should be on a big stage, like Summer Madness, RBE, the Get Back. That would be fracking awesome. Set it up. Or like a Philly card on the Battle Academy. Stiz, shout out to the Battle Academy staff. But then Conceited's fourth battle should be with TayRoc, and it should be in a super fight setting or a volume setting, which they were talking about battling on when they were in the VIP, talking in the back of one of the first volume settings that was there of that year, 2017, if I'm correct. I believe so. Then Conceited's fifth battle should be his first time on Queen of the Ring with HopeTrilly. I think that it should be at BB King's, and I think that they should have bring back the ring to BB King's. And that would be Conceited's first time on Queen of the Ring. Come on now, let him know he needs to get over there. You know, man, and give it up for the ladies. Of course, you gotta show the ladies some love here, man. And of course, I think that Conceited's first battle on Chrome 23, on Remy Ma's league, should be with JazDaRapper. My personal opinion. Jazz deserves it. That league deserves it. And hey, who wouldn't want to see JazDaRapper versus Conceited? Period. So, Chrome 23, Remy Ma. Set it up. JazDaRapper versus Conceited. Set that up, Remy Ma. No, I'm not telling her how she should run her league. I'm just saying this is a battle I'd like to see, and it would be awesome to see it on Chrome 23. And then, of course, this would be Conceited's first time since Grind Time that he would be on Grind Time X. And it would be against Virginia's own, Norfolk's own Av. That would be full circle. That would mean, puncher against puncher, the old regime puncher, the new regime puncher, full circle on a league that has been revitalized from what it used to be. Grind Time. Now Grind Time X. So that would be full circle for Conceited being back on that league. Revitalized in the new league. So shout out to D-Rec, shout out to Lush One, shout out to Disaster. Please make this battle happen. And on this, on your league. And of course, I think that Conceited's first time on RBE, Rare Breed Entertainment, shout out Shata Lawrence, Wing, and ARP. I think that Conceited's first time there, he should battle IllWill. My personal opinion. And that should be, like a get back setting or something like that. You know what I mean? I don't want it in a small setting. Because the only small setting I'll accept is IllWill versus Calico setting. You know what I mean? For that. Like I was saying earlier. You know what I mean? But the get back, that would be cool too, because it can be a big stage type of thing, you know what I mean? So IllWill on a big stage, Conceited on a big stage, or IllWill and Conceited in a small room. Either way, I think they would both light it up, period, because they heavy punchers. And one's a heavy jokester and been rebuttaling lately, so IllWill might be, close to Champion of the Year right underneath Shotgun Suge. You know what I mean? They're right there, you know what I mean? My opinion. And then, of course, the career makers or breakers of Conceited's legacy in this modern era. RumNitty versus Conceited, and, Conceited versus Fonz. One being a protege and one like the future or the next up, you know what I mean? Or the next up. I think, either one of these battles should be on a big stage or a small stage. Or a small room. So RumNitty versus Conceited could be a Summer Madness setting or a Gnome setting. But I do want it in like a volume setting. So like volume 12. That would be hot, right? But then I want Fonz and Conceited to be in like a super fight type of thing. You know what I mean? Like TayRoc versus Murder Mook, or TayRoc versus Daylight, where it's just them two. So those are my 10 that I have, right? Those are my 10 battles lined up for Conceited for this year. All 10 of these battles can happen this year. Why do I say that? Because most of them can be one-rounders. Straight up. I think most of them could be one-rounders. I don't agree. I don't want them to be. I want at least like maybe 3 of them. At max, 3 of them to be one-rounders. The rest of them, I want them to be all 3 rounds. I want all of them in 3 rounds and in different settings. I want to see what Conceited can do in these, in the new era that we are in, and in these different settings. Like what you would do in light work, what you would do with one of these new guys in one round. You know what I mean? Like, what would you do against HopeTrilly and Queen of the Ring? What would you do against JazDaRapper at Chrome 23? Like, yo, like what would you what would you do to RumNitty or Fonz in a big room setting or a small room setting? Like, I don't want one round against Conceited versus Fonz. I don't want one round Conceited versus RumNitty. I don't want that. One round Conceited versus NXT, cool. Alright, cool. MackkMyron, cool. I'll see one round of that. You know what I mean? Who else he could have one round with? Besides that, maybe TayRoc. But I want 3 rounds with TayRoc. TayRoc and Conceited, I want 3 rounds. Unless you have a one rounder that's unlimited, where they can just like go 3 whole rounds in one round. You know what I mean? So, but this is my list of who I have for Conceited. Conceited, I hope that you're looking at this. I hope that the other leagues are looking at this, because I will tag them all. I will send this video to all the leagues that I mentioned here. Conceited, I'm happy. And I tip my hat to you, my bruh. And I appreciate that you have that fire back in you to come back in battle rap. And to take on RumNitty, to try and take out Fonz. A possibility of you battling Conceited in the future. Like, maybe your first time battling on some of these in some of these new leagues too. You know what I mean? You're not tied down to a URL contract, so you can shop around at different leagues. You know what I mean? So no pun to the URL. I kid the URL. No, I don't. But yeah, I honestly think, Conceited, I appreciate you coming back in battle rap and you saying that you want a battle, that your fire is the fire in you has been back ignited. I am happy about that. And these are the 10 battles that I'd like to see you battle this year. Maybe half of them this year, maybe the rest next year. You know what I mean? But I want these battles. Maybe there's some other battles that you would like to have that isn't on this list. It's cool. You know what I mean? Leave it in the comments below. Maybe, hit me up on the DMs and, tag me in there and, let me know what you think or whatever. You know what I mean? If I'm totally talking out my ass. Or these are actual battles that you have probably been interested in. You know what I mean? And maybe a couple that you were like, whoa, I didn't expect that. But I'll try. And that's what we want. We want to see if Conceited can handle any of these people. You know what I mean? Some of us in the battle rap community are very harsh. Some of us are a little bit more light-handed and light-hearted and stuff like that, like me. But all in all, I want to see what you can do against all of these battle rappers and battle rapettes in battle rap. You know what I mean? These men and women, these kings and queens in battle rap. I want to know what you can do with any of them. Now, I know you want RumNitty. I know you do. I know you want to battle Fonz too. But you also got TayRoc on the plate. You also have Conceited on. You also have Cassidy on your plate. You also have like NXT, MackkMyron, some of the young punchers out here. Plus you have IllWill, one of the, vets out here. Like, I'm just hitting you with new guys, some old guys, a couple girls, hitting you with a couple legends here, there, you know what I mean? And then giving you the cream of the crop